everybody, Soft Silence here, and oh my fuck! Can I get excited about one game and have it meet my expectations? I just wanted an interesting game with amazing character design. Just one. Can I not even have that simple request, God? Welcome to Balan Wonderworld, an overhyped wreck of what amounts to a mobile game on your computer. Yeah, I'm sorry. This game doesn't cut it. It worked out just about as well as the Emoji Movie. No exaggeration. Okay. Let me try to calm down and explain. I remember seeing Balan, the face of the game, on Twitter thanks to a lovely animated GIF someone made. At first I thought it to be someone's OC, and I was amazed by the design. Only to find out, hey! This is a character for a game. And shortly after, I was met with one of the most beautiful in-game cutscenes I've seen in so long. Up there with the likes of the Shadow the Hedgehog intro cutscene. However, I could take that further. I could easily make the comparison that seeing the cutscenes to the actual game is a bit underwhelming. I go from this to this, and it immediately goes from vast detail and a 15 out of 10 in textures to this little bird thing feels really under-textured. Like they just went into MS Paint and used the bucket tool on a big-ass square and just went done. I feel like I'm already getting ahead of myself, though. Let's start with the story. There is none. Yeah, after the cutscene where you think, oh, maybe there's gonna be a story with some character development and a goal and junk, you're just thrown into it. Yep, the most that's mentioned is a piece of your heart being missing. Also, these two kids have nothing to do with each other as far as I saw. Yeah, the game couldn't keep my attention for longer than 2 hours. The game is pretty and all, but it's like an even more tedious version of Spyro's Year the Dragonfly minus the apparent story. You get cutscenes through the game, but nothing that seems to really tell you anything about anything. So I had to do a bit of research. The story is apparently meant to go like this. Balan Wonderworld mostly takes place in the Balan Theater, a magical realm overseen by Balan. The Balan Theater, apparently only appearing when one's heart loses its balance or whatever, sounds about as solid as chakras. The theater connects to Wonderworld, a realm merging reality and fantasy created from memories and hearts. The protagonists are two children called Leo Craig and Emma Cole, both troubled but not connected, like, at all. Leo isolates himself from social contact due to an argument with a friend years before, which, be honest, everyone argues. Get the fuck over it, Leo, it's been years. Were you shot? No? Then fuck off, you pansy. Emma, however, suffers from anxiety about what others might be saying behind her back. Which, as someone with issues and suffering with paranoia, I can understand that. However, I got neither of these issues from the intro. I could chalk up Emma's story to me just not picking up on it, as it is kind of alluded to. However, Leo's is him dancing for a bit and then buggering off when others want to hang out with him or compliment his dancing. He comes off as more of a dick to me rather than someone who's troubled. I mean, if you're socially isolating, why are you in a park dancing? Like, around other people? You know people are going to say something. You can go home and do that shit. So, like, fuck man, I can't be interested in the characters we play as if there's a story, but I'm not being told jack shit. Other than, this girl's sad, this boy's sad, magical adventure of helping others and not ourselves, wee! Because that's what it comes down to. Both are drawn into the Balan Theater, and travel through worlds born from the hearts of troubled adults and children. Opposed by Lance, a counterpart to Balan, who commands the Negati, or however it's pronounced, these creatures born from the darkness of Wonderworld's visitors, and whom of which I see no reason for him to be against us other than the fact that, hey, I'm your bad guy. He literally just shows up without a word and then just fucks right off back into non-existence. This game has only strived to tell me a few things, and it's lost me in 10 minutes. It's more focused on trying to make things look pretty than to actually have a cohesive story anyone can jump into. Like, I even came into the game with a very little knowledge of what the story was, but I still wasn't picking up on anything. Like, why have the story at all? It felt like there was no effort put into it in the first place. It was like they had an idea and then stapled on the story as an afterthought. Hey, we made this pretty game. Oh wow, it looks so good. Wait, fuck, we forgot to put in a story. Ah, fuck it. Here's something I just shat out. Perfect, let's make it $60 and then get rid of the demo after launch. God fucking... Ah! Okay, sorry, but continuing on. During the game, you progress by collecting Balan trophies. However, the way it's set up is great for maybe a hardcore completionist, but for the casual gamer, I'd recommend you stay away from this title. Only because it starts getting frustrating when you can't find any of them that you can reach. To be able to progress to the next chapter, I had to go through a level that gave me motion sickness not once, but twice. I wrote the script for this immediately after playing it, and my head feels like it's going to implode. To assist, however, in collecting these trophies, you are given power-ups called costumes, that you could switch between 3 at a time as you need. And oh my god, these are probably the few things that are like the best part of the game. Like, look at these designs! Wait, what's that? Oh, those are just the mascots that the costumes are based on? Then what do the actual costumes look like?
What? It's just an ordinary crabby... Oh my goodness! Squidward!
I'd rather not dwell too hard on the designs of this, and how strangely broken and disfigured your character can get when inside these costumes. I mean, like, on God, your character's poor torso takes a thrashing. 'Cause, I will admit, the idea of this is kinda cool. And some of the costumes are a little fun to use. My favorite so far being Jumping Jack. Not only for how you look in it, but because it provides a Yoshi-style jump and lets you play the platform more like a Mario game. Almost, anyway. However, when your action buttons do the same fucking thing, I gotta draw a line. Why program in 2 buttons to do the same thing? Oh, well, maybe it's for people who want to use a different control scheme. Well, no. If it was for that reason, you'd fix it how you want in the settings. This is what immediately shot up red flags for everyone interested in the game when the demo hit. Any programmed in buttons that wasn't walk or switch costumes was a jump or general action dependent on the costume that you're wearing. What I mean by this is that in some costumes, you outright lose the ability to jump and are just stuck grounded unless you fling yourself off something. It seems they went for quantity over quality when it comes to the costumes, as there are about 80 of these suckers in the game, each one only doing one thing, mind you. And each level could require the use of 10 of these costumes, meaning you're gonna need to do a lot of back and forth, not just between the beginning of the stage to select the costumes that you want on you at a time, but also between each level. Sound fun? No? Okay, anyways. Look, this is a fairly new game, so if you decide you need to play this trash heap, spoilers ahead, I guess. After completing all 12 worlds and freeing their inhabitants from their burdens by literally fucking dancing, that's another thing I don't get. After every boss fight, you dance with the corresponding inhabitant of the world. It just gets to feeling like an old MMD music video. It's very strange. But after all this, your character is sent to fight Lance. Upon his defeat, Lance is briefly shown in his true, less menacing form before the Negati, again I don't know how to pronounce that, drag him into their realm. Balan bids farewell to all Wonderworld's visitors, though Leon and Emma's farewell is touching enough, the wiki's words, not mine, that he sheds a tear and shows them his real form, which I have to say is much less appealing than what he's shown himself as. Leo and Emma are returned to the real world and face their problems, despite a lack of character development. They just suddenly suck it up after helping everyone else through their shit. Like, what are we meant to believe here? Helping others filled that hole in the heart that they briefly mentioned? Fat chance. If that couldn't help these guys, why would it help these two? Yes, I know, everyone has their own ways of coping, but I'm not exactly sure if helping other individuals is a means to helping yourself through emotional issues. And that's the message that this game puts out with its story it's attempting to portray. That to fix your problems, solve other people's problems and not your own. You know what though? I think Jaden Animations said it best.
You are not personally responsible for anyone's happiness. But they've got really bad self-esteem, and I'm worried that not responsible for anyone's happiness.
Leo connects with the dancing group he had previously shunned, while Emma learns of a birthday party thrown for her that her servants were keeping a secret. And that's it. Look, I saw Balan Wonderworld and my expectations were higher than all hell. Then the demo dropped and I was immediately sent into the hellhole of disappointment. I've seen Balan Wonderworld described as a scam, and, well, to be honest, I have to agree to an extent. There's obviously a lot of work put into the mechanics and the costumes, the world environments, and even the cutscenes. However, as mentioned before, it feels more like an app that you would play sat down in the shitter than a computer game. And remember how I mentioned the demo was removed from access after the game came out? Yeah. They could say whatever they want to say as for why they did that, but let's be real. The reason they did it was so that way people couldn't test what they were getting to buy before they got it. Why? Because they know all the issues that are in the game. And with that demo out, they're gonna lose money. They chose to do that instead of delaying the game a little longer in order to alleviate the issues presented. Like how the Sonic movie changed the Sonic model before it dropped and it was, oh my god, actually an okay movie. So would I describe it as a $60 scam? Well, I'll say this. I wouldn't recommend you get it. Balan Wonderworld? 2 out of 10. Good for visuals, not for actually having fun. I, among many, are disappointed in the results of such a promising looking game. I'm glad there's a group of people out there willing to look past the faults of the game and enjoy it. But I frankly can't enjoy a game with glaring issues in not only the way it tells its story, but the frankly strange and broken control scheme and mechanics. The game itself was meant to be a successor to the Knights game, and I certainly got those vibes, yeah, but while Knights actually had a story I could follow along with to make up for its hard-to-control gameplay, though that could have just been me. I played it when I was like 10 or something. But Balan has given me jack all to work with. Again, I'm glad there seems to be a group of people out there who are willing to like it, even with all of its flaws. But objectively, is it a good game? I can't exactly say for sure. There was a lot of heart, but it feels almost soulless. And, well, that's about all I can say on it, really. So I guess that's all I have for you guys for now. Like, favorite, and subscribe if you have the time. Check out the description for links and other such things. This is Soft Silence. Out.
Like, I mean, you can leave a complaint in the complaint box, but I don't check that shit!